Listeners, welcome back to the Full Scoop. I know that today, June 6th, is the anniversary of D-Day. We don't have any parades or memorials around here, but I thought it might be fitting to support one of our allies in that war and who just happens to be having quite the celebration this week or this past week. The Queen's Platinum Jubilee has just about wrapped, and we have to tip our bright colored hat to Her Majesty. She has successfully completed all the possible Jubilees: silver, ruby, golden, diamond, sapphire, and platinum. I think at this level, she gets to name all the next ones, and we are sincerely looking forward to Her Majesty's Plutonium Jubilee, where she will have a 21 nuke salute. Now, here's some trivia for you.
The royal family's surname, Windsor, was adopted in 1917. The original family name is Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, which does not sound very British at all. It was German, in fact, and this was the time of the Great War. On top of it all, a new type of heavy aircraft named the Gotha G4 began bombing London and earned notoriety among the subjects. Needless to say, anti-German sentiment was at an all-time high, so they changed that shit up quick.
That trivia, or was that a news bite?
That was trivia. So their name was not always Windsor. They used to be named Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. A mouthful, to say the least, but also just a bad time to have a German last name as leaders of that country getting, bombarded by this particular plane who shared that name. Like, I don't know if the opposite side, maybe they could have chosen anything. I figured
that was intentional, yes.
That's got to be intentional. I didn't dive in that deep. So that's the bit of trivia. I thought that was very interesting. But I also wanted to ask, all of you, does any of you know the Queen's actual name? Because I only know like one of her names, which is Elizabeth, and I feel like that's a given. But does anybody know her full name?
I just figured it was Elizabeth Windsor.
Elizabeth Windsor.
How dare you
right?
sully that name?
I thought her name was just the Queen.
The Queen. Right? Legally, first name the, last name Queen.
And only because Freddie Mercury had already copyrighted Queen.
Just Queen. Like Madonna. Yeah, so her full name is, or her full title is Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of her other realms and territories, Queen, head of the Commonwealth, defender of the faith.
That cannot be real.
Daenerys Targaryen style.
Very
break of chains.
So the Queen's full name, that's her title, and the Queen's full name is Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. Also a mouthful, but, much more British than Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. So with all this, I wanted to kind of put to you the question. If you had the opportunity, would you sacrifice the privacy of being, a private citizen to become royalty?
In a heartbeat.
Oh, okay. So, and why? That's the other part of that. What do you mean, why not?
Royalty, man. What do you mean? Goddamn, what would I be? Prince? Queen? King? Queen.
Yes, Queen.
Queen. You have to be Queen. You have to be Queen.
Hypothetically, I can be whatever I want. Wow, you're talking because that other fucking dude didn't want to be royalty?
Yes, that other fucking dude.
What's his fucking name?
Prince Harry. That's Prince Harry to you, sir.
Harry. He's in a hairy situation.
Yeah, let me
I mean, I can understand why... I can understand why, some people would snap and jump right at saying, yes, I'd love to be royalty. It sounds like an easy yes. Who doesn't want to be taken care of? There's no worries about paying your next bills, having to do a job, having dozens or hundreds of servants at your disposal. You know what I mean? I've woken up in the middle of the night and I want a snack, but for various reasons, I don't want to be the one to get up and go get my snack. So it'd be totally great to just ring up a servant and say, Reginald, I'm in the mood for some spotted dick. Let's make that happen in, shall we say, in 15 minutes. Cheerio.
Reggie's.
And then, boom, spotted dick is on your TV tray. So yeah, that all sounds awesome, but...
I've never woken up craving spotted dick before, but...
But you're royalty.
I mean, who doesn't?
I would have Cheez-Its on tap.
Those British people, they know what they're doing with their spotted dick. I discussed that movie Spencer a few weeks back, and I think it was our second episode with Kristen Stewart as Princess Di and all the nonsense she had to go through and all the
That's what got me thinking.
stuff, and it does not look fun to have to do all that kind of nonsense where the only reason for it is tradition. So why do we do that? It's
Right.
tradition. All right,
Right.
what do you got?
Why do we have to
they-
throw the biggest party ever?
Why do we have to do
So
that? It's
horrible to be the center of attention the whole fucking time.
hey, I agree. I actually do think, especially because at this point the monarchy has no real power anyway. It's just like a finely sculpted mermaid on the bow of a
Right.
ship. It looks pretty, but it's not doing much.
They're a fucking joke. Like they should just be partying it up, fucking do whatever the
And
fuck
just do
they
it,
want.
But honestly, I would have to say with no, I don't want to be royalty. I don't want to be any type of major celebrity. Fame does not seem to be worth all the
Right.
crap you have to go through. Money without fame is far more ideal. All those
Yeah.
like Fortune 500 companies and their rich CEOs? I'd rather be the CEO of number 501. I don't even want to make the list. I'm not greedy. I'm fine with being 501. That's where I'd be the happiest. Less scrutiny, people are watching me.
Flying under the radar.
I don't even want to make the list.